Okay, so for part 2 of the walkthrough, we have an equation. We have to solve it by graphing. That basically means we're looking for the zeros, or in other words, we're looking for the roots, or you could also say the solutions. Yeah, so, because we're solving after all. So it's where it meets the x-axis, and that's why we call it zeros. It's where y equals 0. It's going to be here and here. The graph touches the x-axis here and here. These are the two solutions. The answer is x equals -1, x equals 1. Here we go. That's nice and easy there. Right. This one, it says, write down the turning point, which is going to be the place where it changes direction, and the axis of symmetry, which is going to be the mirror line between the two symmetrical parts of the graph. So it's going to be there, the thing that I just drew. Whatever's on this side is a mirror of whatever is on this side. Now, the graph or the mirror line is at x equals 2. You can clearly see that is 2. So we know x equals 2. So it's going to be one of these, either this one or this one. It's not going to be C, it's not going to be D. Now, the coordinate is 2 minus 1. Here's the y coordinate, here's the x coordinate. Now these two are the same, but what's different? Minimum or maximum. This is going down and turning upwards, so it's definitely a minimum point. The answer is A. Alright, next. Square roots, very easy. I don't need to explain much. K is equal to plus or minus square root of 36. So K is equal to plus or minus 6. So it's C. This one, now there's two ways you can do this. The best way is to find the largest square number that is a factor of 32, which is the square root of 16. So 16 times 2 is 32. Now you could have done it like this. You could have said 4 and 8 and factored it again. So you end up with 2 and 4. Yeah, so then you take this, which is 2, and you take this, which is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So we have 2 times 2 times square root of 2, which is 4 root 2. Or we can just do it this way and just do square root of 16 is 4. Here we have root 2. The answer is not here, but this is just a practice, so I'm expecting the real exam to have the correct answer. 4 root 2. Alright. The square root of 9 times the square root of 6 is clearly 54, the square root of 54. Simple, you just multiply them. Nothing more complicated than that. Identify A, B, and C. A is 5, B is -4, C is -5. 5 minus 4 minus 5. It's going to be C. 5 minus 4 minus 5. Yes. Now, b squared minus 4ac, you just need to memorize. It's the discriminant. Solutions of a quadratic equation are also called zeros, yes. X-intercepts, yes. Zeros, yes. All of above. All of the above. Use the quadratic formula. So a is -1, as we can see here. B is -6. Yeah, so that's A. That's B. What's C? 12. So you need to memorize this formula. Minus B. Okay, not squared, just minus B. Plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC divided by 2A. You need to memorize this. You need to memorize this. But like I said, there's ways to cheat. Here it is. Where is it? Minus B plus or minus B squared minus 4AC over A? No. 2A. Have we got 2a? So it's D. It's going to be D. There we go. So now we can use that. B is minus 6, so minus 6 plus or minus the square root of minus 6 squared, which is going to be 36, but let's keep it like that for now. Minus 4 times minus 1 times times 12. All divided by 2 times minus 1. Now, that's going to be 6 plus or minus the square root of 36. This becomes a plus because 2 minuses. So it's plus 48 divided by minus 2. This becomes 84. So the correct answer here would be 6 plus or minus the square root of 84 over minus 2. Again, this is from the real exam. The correct answer is not this either, it's this. In the real exam, it's going to be one of these answers. So it gives you a bit of a clue. Yeah. Now, what is this function? You just need to memorize that anything that looks like this is a square root function. That's it. It starts from 0, or it starts from the y-axis, anywhere on the y-axis, and it goes up curves like that. What are the transformations of the functions compared to the parent? This is another transformation. It's inside the square root. You're going left 3. Shifted left 3. You could say translated, but we can just say shifted. It's the same meaning. Y-intercept. This is a trick question. If you made x equals 0, y would be 1. There is no y is 1 here. No, there isn't. So we just say none. You see, it's a trick. Don't fall for the trick. Don't worry about what is here. If you can't see y equals 1, the thing at the end, it's gonna be none. The domain. It means what can x be? X can only be equal to 0 and greater than. So greater than or equal to, or the other way around, sorry. Greater than or equal to 0. Where is it? There you go. Now, what is the range? This is what y can be. Y can only be equal to 0 and also less than 0. Here is 0. It's going down. There we go. Again, another easy one is going right 12. Similar concept to what we had before. Or left, sorry, left 12. What kind of function? It's something that looks like an S shape. It's called a cube root function. Simple. I haven't made it difficult. All cube root functions are all real numbers. How do we know? Just look at the graph. It goes to minus infinity, it goes to positive infinity. There's no gaps. Simple. Match the equation with the graph. We know it's going to be the cube root, so it can be any of these. Now, it's gone up by 3. We need a plus 3. Where do we need it? If it's going up, it needs to be outside. That is the correct answer. Which of the following represents a cube root function? There's your cube root. We don't even need to look at any of this. Which of the following show the solution? It's going to be the square root of 49 plus or minus 7. See? We're speeding up now. We understand how things work. Use factoring. Now, this one's tricky. It's a tricky one to use factoring for. If you don't want to do factoring, yeah,